Hello everyone. First lesson of the day, don't bring a Mac to a presentation. Okay, now that the tech setup is fixed, let me start by introducing myself. Hi, I'm Sabrina, my pronouns are she, her, and I'm a consultant at Netlight. I would describe myself as someone who annoys people to communicate better, both in my private and my professional life. In my job, I'm an agile coach and project manager, and in my whole life, I feel connected to the topics of intersectionality and DEI, meaning diversity, equity, and inclusion. Today, I want to talk to you about intersectionality, about walls, and about open doors, or more explicitly, how intersectionality shapes our career journeys and how to find a sense of belonging as a marginalized person in tech. Okay, let's pause here. What does intersectionality even mean? Why should we talk about it? Why should I tell you about it? And how do we all have a chance of finding our place in the tech industry? So, what does intersectionality even mean? Let's start with an example that actually coined the term. In the 1980s, there was a woman seeking a job. As we all know, women face discrimination in the workplace. But our protagonist was also black. Now, as we all know, black people face discrimination. The company she applied for did not hire her, not because of a lack of expertise, but because she was a woman of color. The company, however, emphasized, we don't discriminate. We do have women. They just all happen to be white. We also have people of color. They just all happen to be men. What happened here was that the combination of two forms of prejudices led to the company discriminating against that woman of color. To paint a picture, it's like you're at a crossroad and not only one car is hitting you, but two at the same time. Your chances of a good outcome are already bad with one car only, but with two, let's say it doesn't look too good. Full disclosure, that metaphor stems from the very smart Jennifer Dankwa. It's not mine, I stole it. And while the phenomenon of being discriminated against based on multiple factors is not new, it was actually new as a lawsuit in the 1980s. So based on this case and further scientific studies, the law professor Kimberly Crenshaw coined the term intersectionality. Okay, now we know what that means, but why should we even talk about it? Maybe you're personally affected by it. Maybe you know someone who's lacking those privileges. Or maybe this today is your chance at becoming an ally. Marginalized genders like women are still a minority in the tech industry. Same goes for people of color. Or think about how many openly queer or disabled people you know in tech. We cannot ignore that intersectional CVs make it a lot harder to thrive in the tech industry. But I believe we all can learn something from intersectional journeys and change the status quo together while finding our place of belonging. So, why should I tell you about it? My personal intersections are being a woman, growing up in a poor household, and being queer. Intersectional discrimination did shape my career. Most times, it made it harder. But I did find my place in the tech industry, my community, and a sense of belonging. So, how do we all find our place in the tech industry? Let's go on a journey together, how this has affected my career, how companies can open doors and tear down some walls with you, how I found hope and a place of belonging in the tech industry, and most importantly, which role communities and the acknowledgement of your own intersectional traits play in that journey. Let's start with the acknowledgement of the walls we run into. Not sure if you know the feeling of running against the wall. As most of you are part of a marginalized gender in tech, I can imagine you do. For me, the first wall I ran into, I did not even realize it was there. When I was a teenager, my male friends started developing an interest in computers.